violation of international law, according to the Iranian foreign minister. And he said Iran will have to respond. Now that suggests the Iranian regime feels compelled to retaliate against the US, perhaps because to do otherwise would be seen in Iran as a humiliation. Now, even before these strikes, Iran had threatened to retaliate against US military bases, which are scattered across the Middle East, along with around 40,000 American troops. Back in 2020, after the US killed a senior Iranian military commander, Iran hit back with ballistic missiles, targeting the Al-Assad base here in Iraq. We were there just days later to witness the extensive damage, though no US service members were killed at that time. Now Iran is weakened by nearly 10 days of war with Israel, and we don't know what kind of retaliation it may still be capable of. Some staff at the US Embassy here in Iraq have been told to leave out of an abundance of caution, according to the State Department. Following the US strikes, Iran's parliament voted to close the Strait of Hormuz here in the Middle East, presumably by making it too dangerous for oil tankers. The strait's a conduit for around a quarter of the world's oil. So if Iran's supreme leader approved that measure, and if Iran was actually able to do it, then, Jerika, that would have a global economic impact.
Holly Williams with that reporting. Thank you. Tonight, Americans are being warned of a, quote, heightened threat environment following the U.S. strikes and mounting Middle East tensions. CBS's Chanel Call is in New York with more on the impact here in the United States. Chanel.
And Eureka sources telling CBS News that the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI will be hosting a call later tonight with law enforcement and governors from across the country to discuss the current level of threat and how to prepare for possible attacks here at home. Outside some religious, cultural, and diplomatic sites in Washington, D.C. and New York City, there is a heightened police presence.
There is no one clear, credible threat towards our city, but out of an overabundance of caution, we're going to make sure we have proper preparation.
The Department of Homeland Security is now warning cyber attacks are likely, and attacks by violent extremists are possible.
The fear is real, the concerns are real.
Mark Traeger with the Jewish Community Relations Council of New York says requests for extra security resources are pouring in.
My message to folks in our community is, be vigilant.
People associated with the U.S. military or government could also be at risk, according to CBS National Security contributor Sam Vinograd.
We are likely at the most heightened threat level that we've been in decades. Iran does have operatives here in the United States, and Iran also has the ability to inspire attacks.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says there are no credible specific threats against the homeland. Jerika?
Chanel Call reporting. Thank you. To weather tonight, some 200 million Americans feeling the effects of extreme heat and humidity in a scorching start to the summer. Let's check in with CBS News meteorologist Andrew Kozak for more on what to expect. Andrew.
Yeah, good evening, Jerika. Summer less than 48 hours old officially, and roaring. The central and east part of the country feels will be in the actual temperatures as well. And because of that, we have heat advisories, heat watches, and warnings posted for the northern plains, the southern plains, the Midwest, and East Coast. What's the difference here? A heat advisory means it's uncomfortable. You need to spend more time inside. The extreme heat watch means be ready for dangerous weather. Heat warning means which means you need to stay inside and stay hydrated. Look at Baltimore, over 110 the next couple of days. New York City, 105. These are feels-like temperatures. Tonight, we're also watching some showers and thunderstorms and potentially some flooding rain for the desert Southwest and the Midwest. We'll keep our eye on that. And on the flip side of all, it's cold up in the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies with freeze warnings through tonight. Jerika?
Andrew Kozak.